Okay, more about what happens when you occupy your mind in ways that is just not going to be to your advantage. After reading this in Tanya, I was like, wow, now I can connect, like, why I was having all kinds of challenges with a certain, focus and here it is. I'm just going to state it from the book of Tanya. Occupying oneself with the sciences of the nations of the world is likewise included in the category of engaging in inconsequential matters, insofar as the sin of neglecting the Torah is concerned. For in studying the sciences of the world, one is guilty of neglecting Torah, as is stated in laws of Torah study. Moreover, the impurity of the science of the nations is greater than the impurity of idle speech. For the latter clothes and defiles only the emotions, meaning when you speak improperly, it really affects your emotions. Because the holy element of Ruach within you, within your divine soul, then is tainted by the impurity of this klipa noga in this idle speech. Idle speech does not, however, defile the level of the Chabad, of the intellectual faculties of one's soul, because it's just words of foolishness and ignorance, and so it doesn't defile your wisdom. It defiles your emotions. Not so in the case of the sciences of the world. Therefore, one clothes and defiles his divine soul faculty of Chabad, meaning the intellect, with the impurity of the klipa noga that's contained in these sciences. Because the sciences of the world has fallen through the shattering of the vessels, and it's really the hind part of the wisdom and of holiness. So the sciences of the world contaminates the intellectual faculties of the godly soul, and is therefore much worse than idle speech, which only contaminates, again, as we said earlier, the emotional faculties. Okay, unless, one employs these sciences as a useful instrument, like as a means of earning a more affluent livelihood, or in order to, better serve Hashem, and unless he really knows how to apply these sciences in the service of Hashem, the way the Rambam did, in order to understand your Torah better, or to understand the laws, let's say, of the sanctification of the moon, or what have you. And this is why Maimonides and Nachmanides did engage in the science of the world for this L'Shem Shemaim purpose. They were able to utilize this knowledge in their service of Hashem and the Torah. So we really want to be careful of how we use our mind, so that we maximum put our mindset to the things that are going to clear our minds, keep it holy, keep it functioning in order, and keep our emotions in order. And eventually you will see more and more of the redemption of your godly essence. More and more you'll be able to channel that light in a good way. And there's, the Tanya ends with a story of someone who was not aware that he was losing his faith because they were eating chalav akum, because even something like that has an impact on your ability to have faith in God. So, one person will think like, what? I have to be so vigilant? It's like there's just so much to look out, in the day-to-day life activities. But this is just going to be like a present for you once you do pay attention and are more cognizant and more careful, so that you will be able to have the key to unlock the gifts and treasures that are just totally yearning to be free. All right, so take a deep breath and maybe just pick either, the way you speak or the way you eat, and make a commitment, maybe baby steps of attaching a Lashem Shemaim energy when you're engaged in these activities. And try best to upgrade and not be as easily self-indulgent for the sake of your redemption. Geula now.